He's like, oh, good, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to motivate. Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to motivate you too to use your full power and not play around. Blah blah blah. So it was like a small dialogue, but I'm not. They're not. None of that's happening. Todoroki Loki was carrying this one. Todoroki's trying everything, and Deku's just weaving it or not being phased by it at all. And Deku charges up a good old fashioned. Me. Me. Sends this man flying. He tried flame, ice, everything. Boom, he's out. Him and Bakugo. This fight actually goes a little more, way different than it would when it can. All right. Deku tries to one shot Bakugo, right? They childhood friend. You know, Deku's alpha. You know, boy, he. Huh? Oh no. Bakugo's laughing. Monkey boy, you think you're the only one that's gotten special training? Hmm? Huh? Come again? Bakugo puts his hand out. It says, Death Beam! Oh no. Blocks it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And so the fight commences. Meanwhile, they're going to have a mid-fight flashback. Bakugo found a similar thing, but the only difference was instead of being transported to the gods, he was transmitted to. I'll just give you the flashback. Bakugo, where am I? Ah, where am I? This is bullshit. I was just following that fucking monkey boy, and now I'm ended up here. What do we have here? Looks up, sees a very strong, familiar person, Frieza. And so Frieza trains him. Why? He needs someone to train. And Bakugo was talking about how much he hates monkeys. So they had some kinships. So that training happens. He's like, I deem you as a worthy adversary. I do need a punching bag every so once in a while. So please, don't make yourself too scarce. I would like to have you as a trainee, blah blah blah. So that happened. So back to present time. Yeah, and so they're fighting, and then Deku's like, wait, that might be the Frieza, the Lord Frieza guy I've heard about. And so they're fighting, go. And it's an actual fight. Bakugo, instead of just having explosions solely on his palms, it's hears explosions everywhere. So he has depth elbow, knee kick, everything. So it's just boom, boom. So it's actually like an actual fight. They're going at it. Bakugo powers up as strong as he can and releases the ultimate explosion, as he likes to call it. Deku charges up. They're both like raging out. Here we go. Final. No. Yeah. Final. Comeback. Ultimate death. Explode. Then it's just like this big body explosion, right? Combustions, smoke everywhere, and then right after that, they're both still standing pretty firmly and strong. And they just take up their stance, and then they just start welling on each other. And it's just kind of like a whole little fight of Naruto and Sasuke after they lost all their power ups and all that good stuff. So it's just like, and it's just brutal. Everyone's like, people barely can fucking breathe. That's how brutal. It's just they're just stunned at how this fight's playing out. So they're just like, kick, flip, kick, punch, kick, flip, bump. It's just brutal, and they're both on their last legs. And Deku's like, I win. Bakugo immediately obliterates it all. He said, "Are you sure about that?" But before Bakugo could say another word, he says, "Flash grenade." And then by the time Bakugo realized, he turns around and sees a giant ape staring over him. And he said, "Yes." And then with like the last bit of his strength, he's like, "Ah." And then Bakugo was like, "Oh, no, you don't." And so he did a normal blast and one of his explosions, but since he was getting beaten up on Frieza, on since Frieza was beating on him so much and he kept healing and that type of stuff, his bones were able to get a lot stronger. So he was able to make explosions a lot bigger and without as much repercussion. So he's like, ah. So basically, his explosion slash key blast is fighting Deku's hand, and like Deku puts something in his hand, but he's like, I have two hands, you know. So Bakugo kicks. I'm sorry getting their names mixed up, but I'm normally not saying their names so closely together. Bakugo kicks with that thing, got to stop the hand. So like he's really struggling, and he's like, "Oh fuck this," and like uses a god binding technique that Goku showed him that he used on Broly, and like flips man's up in the air, and then tries to throw him, but Bakugo's like, "None of that," and he does his little Hell's Grown move, and like that's coming for Bakugo. That's coming for Deku, and Deku says, double bang, double big attack. His giant hells just, and then it clashes, and Bakugo's still standing, but barely, all bloodied and battered. Deku's pretty much reverted back to base form, and they're just kind of staring at each other, both of them struggling to move. And then right before Bakugo got him, Bakugo was getting the lead. He hit him with a couple of death beams. None in any lethal spots or anything. Just some like his knees and that stuff, because they know they can get to Recovery Girl. And so that shit happened, right? And it was just malicious, like brutal, big body flow. And Deku was thinking in his mind, like, damn, I'm losing. I gotta think of something. That's it. I gotta use it. Gotta push it. Sorry, Sensei. But I gotta do it. Sorry, Kakarot. And that's what he called Goku, because Goku didn't call him that. He was like, no, you were saying you call me Kakarot. So, we're gonna get her done. And he's like, all right. So, Bakugo was like, I'm used to being near death and coming back. Even though he's not a Saiyan, he comes back from death a little bit stronger, just like anybody else. I'm used to being in this state. This is a Sunday morning. This is an afternoon morning for me. Blood's dripping, face expression, just he's struggling. He's barely making it, okay? And then all you hear is Kai, Kai, you're gay. Times 20. Boom. He's trying to knock Bakugo out, but Bakugo just holds on long enough to not be knocked out. He's like, no. Bakugo goes for the moves, and he like paralyzes him because Frieza showed him how to do that. And then like he immediately grabs, he just an explosive ball like hits him, but Deku pushes times 30 for like a few seconds here just to get out of the binding, then pushes times 40, and like when he goes for the hit, it like hurts both of them because it doesn't fully shatter his arm on any big body flow. It just hurts his arm a lot. And then he goes for a kick and everything. So they're barely hanging on for dear holy God's life, all right? And they're doing this, and like they're pretty much at a stalemate. But Deku's constantly raising his Kaioken out up, and then like when he reaches to 16, that's his peak. He can't go any higher, right? He's like, it's time. New technique. Force bomb. Remember when he was in his great big form? Remember what he did when he was fighting Goku? Exactly. He the whole arena got hit with a lot of smokes, a lot of bombs. Everyone's confused. But then the next second, Deku's standing up, but his arms pretty much brutal the man, and Baka goes on the ground, unable to get back up. I win. Bakugo's just like trying his hardest to get up, but he's like, damn it. And that's how that fight plays out, Buckos. Internships, he's probably going to that internship with nobody. Even though most people want. You know where he's gonna go? He's gonna go where Goku and them are at. But he talks to Ida, tells Ida not to be fucking stupid. Basically smacks some sense into him. Because he's strong, so he could just smack him. And what I mean is, like, he'll smack him and, like, be like, get through me and you can go do it, blah, blah, blah. He puts some reason and logic down. Then this would be where they would fight the heroes, but when they fight the heroes, it's not... He smacks All Might like a bitch, right? Now, you may be wondering, no, that's not yet. He smacks him like a little bitch. And that's it. That's how that plays out. Alright, now we're going to go to Beast Force. The Beast Force, nothing happens with the fucking Beast Force. Alright, my guys. The Beast Force. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not skipping out. Make sure I'm not thinking I'm going then season 2, blah, blah, blah. Alright, then we're gonna go to Beast Force. They blow through that. Literally, him and Bakugo are just racing each other at this point. Everyone else is lagging behind, obviously. They do want to actually kidnap both of them, but that's not gonna happen. They're too strong to get kidnapped, so we can't even flex. Muscular tries to fight Deku. Deku folds man's like an omelet on a Saturday morning. And when Dark Shadow goes crazy, him, Bakugo, Todoroki, they just kind of stop it. They're just like, no. I mean, he would have gotten shut down immediately the second Deku realized it totally. Now, All Might versus One for All, that happens. All Might gets folded maliciously. He doesn't even, like, do anything. He just gets folded like it's not even a contest. Then, when right before Bakugo and Deku can get there, they see someone else fighting. Someone standing tall and proud. They see Miriam. No, Minato. They see him standing there. Buff is all outdoors, standing, looking at All Might. I mean, not All Might, looking at All For One. He's like, he uses All For One to its max power. And he's actually a lot taller now. He's not like the little twerp he was. He's taller. And him and All For One are fighting maliciously, throwing the goodest of hands. And everyone's confused. Like, is that Minato? Is that him, the little pervert? And he's sitting there talking. He's like, I am not letting any of this happen any longer. You've killed and hurt too many people. I am putting an end to this now for all the beautiful ladies out there in the world. And some of the guys too. And so the fight commences, and Bakugo and Deku, they're baffled because like he never was on their radar. But I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still weak in comparison to them, but holy fuck, okay? And so they're fighting, and he like throws one his like grapes at him, and like he restricts his movement. He's going in for blows. He's doing some really tricky combos, some really tricky movement, and they're really surprised on how OP this man is. And him and fighting, but he's actually slowly but for surely losing the fight. But he pushes through, and he barely. He actually almost died in the fight, but he barely managed, and he made a rope out of all his like sticky grape balls or whatever. I'll just call it his balls. And he like got it and like started swinging it with everything he had. Just and like he just kept doing that and kept doing that until he got to the point where he was pretty much able to beat One for All. And like he was using some good maneuvers. He'll throw some balls up at an angle, like he'll throw enough of them to make a little staircase, jump up, kick it. He had some maneuvers. He was able to beat him. And then right before he passes out and collapses, he's like, I am a protector. I am the new symbol of peace. It's me, Monetto. Yeah. It's me, Monetto. The white knight for all pretty girls that cry out in the night. I am here. There is no need to know fear, because all ladies are safe in my world, in my perfect utopia, some shit like that. Everyone's really baffled. Now, after that, all Mike retires. They all find out about his little normal form now, Small Mite. Monetto's actually praised he doesn't get no females, because females don't like thirstiness. And that's actually a true fact, but that's a different story. This isn't a how to get female channel. Moving on. Making new moves. Nothing dramatic here happens. Bakugo goes trains with Frieza. Deku goes train with Vegeta and the boys. When they do the little exam, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Everyone passes. Bakugo has no reason not to pass because he just blows through everything. And when he basically saw how ruthless Frieza was, and he low-key didn't want to become that, so he kind of toned down on the aggression. Plus, he's not insecure anymore. He actually has power. He knows what he's doing. They meet the big three. The big three. Everyone gets voted except Bakugo, Deku, and not Miriam. Minetto, the dude with the balls, man. And I know someone's gonna comment on that. But they're still up. And then throws all his balls everywhere except where Bakugo and Deku's at. They jump up, so he's fighting. He puts up a good fight, but the dude that's able to go through walls and stuff puts up a better fight. He tries to touch everyone. He tries to touch them, and they look at each other. Team combo? Team combo. Final death. Wait, hold up. Final death explosion. Deku does final flash. Bakugo throws out his death beam. Ends man's career. Alright, guys. That is the whole season right there. The speed run, I blew through it as fast as I can. Certain things might not be fleshed out. Like, I know people might be questioning, can Deku turn Super Saiyan? Can he go Super Saiyan God? Like, I know we have all these questions, but am I going to answer them? No, because I got to leave you wanting something for the tournament when the big body tournament comes. All right? Okay. All right.